This year, Toonz Animation India completed 15 illustrious years in the field of animation. Yes, that deserves a loud round of applause, and that's definitely something for Toonz to be proud about. To celebrate this enchanting journey, Toonz charted out a one-year-long train of events, and today's event definitely tops the list. And we call it the Indian Animation Masters Summit. The Masters Summit is the newer version of the prestigious event of yesteryears, Week with the Masters, which was a one-of-its-kind event when it was rolled back in 1999. It saw animation stalwarts from across the globe coming under a roof to discuss and share their priceless knowledge to shape the growth of Indian animation industry. This year, we are blessed with the presence of some of the greatest artists of India, together under one roof today, thus providing a platform for animation enthusiasts like all of you to meet and learn from them. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have the cream of creative crowd of India right here today under this roof. I'm sure you're all waiting to hear from the masters directly, so let's move on. To inaugurate this prestigious two-day event, we have our chief guest with us today. And who is he? We have one of the most celebrated actors of Kerala. No, India. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have the man who brings tears of joy to our eyes by his supreme talent to laugh and make others laugh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the man who has the National Award for the Best Actor all to himself this year. Mr. Suraj Venjaramoodu, truly a prestigious guest to have. ഹാസ്യം മാത്രമല്ല, തനിക്ക് ലഭിക്കുന്ന ഏത് കഥാപാത്രത്തെയും അനായാസ്യം കൈകാര്യം ചെയ്യാം എന്ന് കേരളത്തിന് മുന്നിൽ മാത്രമല്ല, ഇന്ത്യക്ക് മുന്നിൽ തെളിയിച്ചു കൊടുത്ത് കേരളത്തിൻ്റെ അതുല്യനായ അഭിനയ പ്രതിഭ. നമുക്ക് സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യാം നമ്മുടെ എല്ലാവരുടെയും പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട ശ്രീ സുരാജ് വെഞ്ഞാറമൂഡ്. ലെറ്റ്സ് വെൽക്കം മിസ്റ്റർ സുരാജ് ടു കൈൻഡ്ലി കം ഓൺ സ്റ്റേജ്. Welcome, Shri Suraj. I also invite on stage Toonz CEO Shri P Jayakumar, Shri Sach Chandaria, Toonz Promoter Family Representative. May I invite him on stage? Toonz Chief Creative Officer Mr. Verma, and Mr. Prosenjit Gangli, who is a master himself and a long-term associate with Toonz. May I invite him on stage as well? So, ladies and gentlemen, the dais is occupied, and now it's my privilege to welcome Mr. P Jayakumar, CEO of Toonz Animation India, to welcome the gathering.
This year, Toonz Animation India turned 15. And the journey till date has been very eventful and glorious. Today we stand very proudly as one of the finest studios in the country. When we opened back in 1999, we started with an event called Week with the Masters. We brought into the studio the international legends of animation industry from all around the world. Those great masters spent an entire week with animation enthusiasts again from all over the country, and they brought in a polished and an international perspective to the artists in India. At a time when the world animation was alien to India, the step we took was indeed very phenomenal. Times changed, and India evolved and flourished in animation, in the area of animation. And in shaping this, the super talented visionaries of India played a very pivotal role. With their unparalleled experience and enviable talent, they put Indian animation to the world map. And on our 15th anniversary year, we pay tribute to these timeless Indian geniuses through our event, Indian Animation Masters Summit. Toonz always believed in India, its culture, its tradition, its folklores and arts. And we have been incorporating Indian elements in majority of our works, starting with Tenali Raman, our first progeny. So it naturally comes to us to imbibe every drop of knowledge these great masters have to share. These are indeed tempestuous times in the Indian animation industry. Big studios are kind of finding the way very tough. Unfortunately, our government doesn't provide soaps like other Asian countries and other Western countries. Slack IP laws and weak enforcement serves also a deterrent to the industry. And surviving under these circumstances is very challenging. Hence, an event of this kind is very significant, where we can get the views from the veterans. And yet, we don't intend to explore business side of animation through this event. This event is all about the art of animation. We don't talk about much of business today. It is indeed our good fortune to have the national award-winning cine actor, Sri Suraj Venjaramoodu, as our chief guest to inaugurate the event. Congratulations, Suraj, on all laurels you well-deservingly received, and I hope it continues. I wholeheartedly welcome you to the event. I welcome Mr. Sach Chandaria, the representative of the promoter group, the Comcraft group, who actually came all the way from Geneva to attend the event. I welcome Sri Prasenjit Ganguly, one of our masters and a very long-term associate of Toonz. I also wanted to welcome Mr. Hari Verma, our Chief Creative Officer and the Festival Director for the event. We have invited 13 great masters to our event, and I welcome each one of you. I can't move forward without talking a bit about each of these great men of wisdom, men and women of wisdom. Mr. Ajit Rao is one of the progenies of Indian animation, who with his impeccable vision created an education strategy for the country which is being followed to date. Mr. Dhimant Vyas is a synonym of versatility and has worked with every great names in the world. The title song from the movie Tare Zameen Par created verbs all over the country. Mr. Sanjeev Wayarkar, with about 2.5 decades of experience, he has been a director, content creator, entrepreneur, illustrator, has been everything. Neena Sabnani, a legendary faculty of NID, she with her traditional and unique style of illustration has carved a high niche for herself in the field of animation. Mr. Shekhar Mukherjee, the award-winning animation director. Shekhar heads the animation department at the prestigious National Institute of Design, Ahmedabad. The exciting changes he brought into animation industry have been exceptional. Srimati Geetanjali Rao, a self-taught animator. Her animated short films have won numerous international awards, including in Cannes. Actually, I read in the papers that one of her movies have been selected for Cannes this year as well. And I also take this moment to congratulate on her Cannes nomination. Mr. Devadatt Patanayak, a man who decoded the sublime philosophy of Indian mythology into its fundamental Through his captivating works and charismatic speeches, Devdutt have amalgamated mythology and management in ways never thought before. Gitanjali and Devdutt are presently not here, and they will join us tomorrow. Mr. Vaibhav Kumaresh, with his very unique style, Vaibhav has created some of the best animated TV commercials and channel promos in India and continues to be the most sought after names in this area. Srimati Manisha Mohan, with her inspiring range of experience in e-learning, designing and animation, Manisha has been focusing on animated learning programs for children all over the world. Mr. Chetan Sharma started animating when he was a teenager and grew on to become one of the masters of animation. It was our pleasure to have him as the director for our project, Swami Ayyappan. Mr. Ranjit Singh Tony is the first person who could seamlessly weave the creative and technical aspects of animation production, and his book, The Art of Animation Production Management, is a Bible in this field. Srimati Gayatri Rao, from her internship days at the legendary Walt Disney Studios to her prestigious UNESCO award, Gayatri's passion for meaningful entertainment remains stable and has been an inspiration to thousands. And Mr. Prasen Jit Ganguly. And I once again welcome all these great masters to this event. Last but not least, I welcome all the animation students, animation professionals, and animation enthusiasts who have come for the event. Let us, with nothing but true love for the art of animation in our hearts, make this event a great success. Thank you very much.
Now it's time for that moment when the Indian Animation Masters Summit is going to be officially inaugurated. For that, may I request our Honorable Chief Guest to kindly proceed towards the lamp and inaugurate it by lighting it. I also request the remaining guests on stage to accompany him to do that.
ഇന്ത്യയിലെ തന്നെ അനിമേഷൻ്റെ മാസ്റ്റേഴ്സിനെ ഒരു കുടക്കീഴിൽ കൊണ്ടുവരാൻ സാധിച്ചതിൽ ആദ്യമേ തന്നെ ടൂൺസ് അനിമേഷന് എൻ്റെ ഹൃദയം നിറഞ്ഞ അഭിനന്ദനം അറിയിക്കുകയാണ്. അനിമേഷൻ എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഇപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾക്കാണ് ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ അറിയാം എന്നുള്ളത്. ശരിക്കും ഒരർത്ഥത്തിൽ നമ്മുടെ ജോലി തന്നെയാണ് അവരും ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഞാനും ഹാസ്യമാണ്, അവർ അതിഗംഭീരമായിട്ട് കാർട്ടൂൺ ഇങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടാക്കുക എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ കുട്ടികളെ പൊട്ടിച്ചിരിപ്പിക്കാൻ കഴിയുന്ന ഇത്രയും ഒരു മഹത്തരമായ ഒരു കല, അതിനെ അങ്ങേറ്റം ഞാൻ ബഹുമാനിക്കുന്നു. ഇത്രയും മാസ്റ്റേഴ്സിനെ നേരിൽ കാണാൻ കഴിഞ്ഞതിൽ അതിലേറെ സന്തോഷം. ഒരു റിക്വസ്റ്റ് കൂടിയുണ്ട്, ഈ മാസ്റ്റേഴ്സിനെ എല്ലാവരും കൂടെ നിർത്തി എനിക്കൊരു ഫോട്ടോ എടുക്കണം, എൻ്റെ ജീവിതാഭിലാഷമാണ്. ഇവരുടെ 2 ദിവസം നീണ്ടു നിൽക്കുന്ന ക്ലാസ് അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്ത് നിങ്ങൾ കൂടുതൽ നമുക്ക് കിട്ടുന്ന വേറെ എന്തെങ്കിലും എനർജി കിട്ടുമെങ്കിൽ തീർച്ചയായിട്ടും അത് പ്രയോജനപ്പെടട്ടെ. എല്ലാവർക്കും നല്ലത് മാത്രം വരുത്തട്ടെ എന്ന് ആശംസിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് ഈ ഫെസ്റ്റിവലിൻ്റെ ഔപചാരിക ഉദ്ഘാടനം നിർവഹിച്ചായി പ്രഖ്യാപിക്കുന്നു. നന്ദി.
Thank you, Shri Suraj Venjaramoodu, for inaugurating the function and giving the inaugural address. And now, it's time to invite one of the masters himself, who's also been a long-time associate with Toonz, to felicitate us. Let's welcome Mr. Prasenjit Ganguly to speak a few words.
Very good morning, Trivandrum. Thank you so much for being here today. I never thought when I came here around 12 years back to the city that I'd be standing here amongst you all, these legends, as you can see them. Fantastic people. It's almost like a little family out here. there's a lot to be happening in this entire day, and I'm sure you'll be listening to me a lot later on in the day, so I'll buy your patience that time. For now, I would just like to say thank you very much to Toonz Animation India for having me over, to have my little family over here right now to celebrate with. And I hope you have a fantastic 2 days, make the most of it, and give us the feedback of what you thought about it. Thank you so much for being with us. Have a lovely 2 days ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prasenjit. Now we have Mr. Sach Chandaria, who is a representative of the promoter family of Toonz, to felicitate.
Thank you. Namaskaram, everyone. I have to start with a small personal request. I have 2 young kids who don't actually think I have a real job. You know, so they think I just go to the office, play on the computer, and then come home. Of recent, when they heard about my association with Toonz, that we make some, you know, cool animated stuff, now I have some greater credibility. But just to show them that I actually do some real work, you know, I want to take a little bit of a selfie with all of you guys in the background, so they see that I'm doing something serious. On a more serious note, firstly, it's a sincere pleasure for me to be here with all of you on such an auspicious occasion of our 15th anniversary. I want to first, you know, say to Mr. Suraj, thank you for your presence. Thank you, you know, for your kind words, and mostly congratulations on your national and state award. I want to also say a warm thanks to all the Indian animation masters that have come here to join us. I think it's very important for us that you have made the time and the effort to come and to join us. And I also want to thank, you know, all of you guys for you know, for being here and for really, I think, making this an incredibly special event. The first thing I wanted to mention is the first thing I wanted to address is really to the masters. I see you guys as really playing an incredibly important role for us as Toonz. You know, you really represent for us, I think, a set of role models that all of us really are now aspiring to. And so I kind of look to all of you going forward to you know, please, to be our guides and our mentors in our journey. I think we've been at this game now for 15 years, and I think we are really now poised to become what we seek to be, in which is truly a creative powerhouse. And I think in that area, I think the expertise that you guys have, you know, in creativity, in education, in social consciousness, in production, I think is going to be invaluable. And so we really look to you now and going forward to help us as role models and teach us and guide us in what we need to do to achieve that ambition. Now to the Toonz family, both at the Academy and at the studio. It's really been a long journey for us. I think some of you have been here since inception. As the anniversary mark suggests, you know, I mean, 15 years is a long time, but you know, and within that, it has not been an easy journey. We really have been through some tough times. I think we have changed our business model, you know, on a number of occasions. We have had to deal with some very stressful and often challenging issues, but I think we are now emerging from that, and I think we have now really built at least what I see as a very solid set of foundational blocks from which we really will be able to build and become what I was saying earlier, which is truly a creative powerhouse. And in that context, yes, it has been 15 years, but I want to assure everyone and give you all the confidence that we as a family are totally committed to this investment. And I have an incredible amount of confidence that we really are now at the inflection point that we've been waiting for to really take off. I think we have some grand ambitions going forward, and at least from our side, we have an incredible enthusiasm about what we are going to achieve going forward. And I think all the hard lessons that we have learned in the last 15 years have not been in vain. I think they've really taught us some absolutely fundamental skills. They've taught us, what it really means to be creative. And I think they've formed our DNA in a way where we have absolutely no other alternative but to succeed. And I'm sure we will. So with that, congratulations to everyone here, especially all of the people at Toonz. Thank you again to all the animation masters for gracing us with your presence and making this as important event as it is. And I wish you all the very best today, and thank you for the incredible warm welcome I always get when I come back to Trivandrum.
Thank you, Mr. Sach Chandaria, for the felicitation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, there is a little bit of a token of gratitude to be given to someone here. It's not very easy to be the national award winner, is it? Well, it comes with a lot of responsibility and at the same time a lot of commitments. He definitely had a very busy schedule. In spite of that, he made it here with us to be a part of this summit. It definitely deserves a token of gratitude from Toonz Animation India. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to hand over a memento to our chief guest, Mr. Suraj Venjaramoodu. May I invite Toonz Animation India CEO, Mr. P Jayakumar, to hand over the memento to him. നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം എത്തിച്ചേർന്നതിന് ശ്രീ സുരാജ് വെഞ്ഞാറമൂടിന് ഒരുപാട് നന്ദി. ആ നന്ദി സൂചകമായി ഒരു ഉപഹാരം ടൂൺസ് ആനിമേഷൻ ഇന്ത്യയുടെ ഭാഗത്തു നിന്നും. It's a beautiful caricature, and he's definitely loved it. The happiness is all over on his face. So thank you once again, Mr. Suraj, for being with us. And ladies and gentlemen, the inaugural ceremony it's time to wind it up. So to offer a token of gratitude to all of us who were here, may I invite the Chief Creative Officer of Toonz Animation India, Mr. Hari Verma, to kindly come forward and offer gratitude.
So the inauguration is already over. So thanks everybody, masters, thanks for coming all the way here. A big thank you to all. Suraj, he is here till 4 o'clock. He was busy in the morning. He just left and that's why he could late. Thank you for coming this time. Thank you Sach, JK and PJ, he's always our friend. Thank you all for being with us for this August function. Thank you.